And hello, country mouse walkers. Just moving my scarf out of the way. Back again. So I've just been filming up at Ingoldmells and Fantasy Island, and I am now walking my way along the coast towards Chapel St Leonards, and so I'm going to film another bit of a walk. This part of the beach is just expansive, it's beautiful, and also very quiet, this area, not just because it's in lockdown, but also generally it's not one of the busiest areas. Hopefully we'll get to have a little bit of a look at the town as well. So my starting point for what 3 words is jumbo.revisit.niece, but I will put that as always in the description. So when I started out this morning it was 0 degrees, brilliant blue skies. Filming at Ingoldmells, it's clouded over, it was about 4 degrees, went out to 10 degrees and it's very cloudy, a little bit misty, but it's still a very nice day. So I started filming here because I thought this in front of me was really interesting. I'm just trying to sort the camera out. I've got a new stabiliser that Scotty makes, and I haven't quite got 100% got the sort. So it looks like a barge, but Española. But it's a cafe and looks really nice. Obviously at the moment everything is shut, so I think what we'll do is we'll just walk a little ways up here. Might go into the town first, and then we'll take a walk along to the beach huts. So it is a very small place, Chapel. So what can I tell you about Chapel? Well, Chapel St Leonards is named after St Leonards Church in Mumby. The church here is one of these. It flooded in 1572 and was rebuilt, and it's been rebuilt quite a lot since 1794, 1866, 1901, 1924. Bits added, bits taken away. So they used to unload ships in this area, pull them up by cart horses over what they call the pullover, which is this area here. So the cart horses would pull the ships over the rise and then unload them. But then, right, so it's a medieval area, this. I'll say it's a quite a holiday place, so there's a lot of caravans, but it's quite a big place where people live as well. So I'll just take a little wander around the centre, which won't take long. I'm just seeing, I'll take a close up here. Carved out of wood, that's an interesting figure. I'm not sure if it represents something. I think this area is supposed to look like the bow of a ship. Excuse me, I'm not nautical. Well, the front of the ship. I always think it's the bow. We've got a piazza restaurant, currently closed, but it's very much worth a visit if you're in this area. And then we've got a ship's bell. And a selection of hotels, coffee shops, small shops, all in this area. Oh, there's a plaque. Let's have a look, see what this, if there's any information. So it's the bell tower dedicated, it says, in grateful memory to the men and women who gave their lives for their country during the Great War 1914 to 18 and the Second World War 39 to 45, and all other conflicts we remember them. There's a lot of solar powered street lighting, you can see the solar powers there, and all the lights around the edge of this ship area, all lit by the solar power. So this area is called the Green. And it's basically the centre of the village. You've got mainly bungalows in this area going off in those directions. And in that direction over there, it's caravan parks and arcades and things. So I think what we'll do now is we'll take a walk back up onto the beach, and then we will take a walk down to the beach huts at Chapel Point. Again, a lot of these places have been hard hit by the pandemic. It'd be interesting to see what's able to reopen when they're allowed. So incline up onto the beach. So this area where the horses drawn, pull the ships over, pull over area. Sea is quite a way out at the minute. I think it tides out, but I'm not 100% sure. Morning. So this area is quite a big area for a lot of people retire here. So where you've got Ingoldmells mainly, a few houses and acres of caravan parks. This area you've got a range of caravan parks between the Green and Ingoldmells, because I think we must be about a couple of miles or so from Ingoldmells, and then this is the local, more highly populated. So I think the last census, as again we've just had one, the last census 2011, there's about 4,600 people living in this area. So,
Morning.
Morning. A lot of locals are out walking the dog. Again, I think this area is pretty dog friendly in the summer, as it's quite quiet. The one thing about this area and the expanse of it is, if you are spending the day here, you'll notice that it is put into zones. So that can be very handy for meeting up with people, telling them which zone you're in, narrows it down. Also for safety. Morning. Now I noticed on my way back there's quite a few of these raised areas. Just out of interest, I'll take a little walk up and see where. I think they must lead down to caravan parks or behind the houses, which they do, and it's gated and locked. But just coming up this way, you can see, whereas when we were looking at Ingoldmells, if you've seen my other video, rows and rows of caravans here, and they've got a few at the front, we're looking at streets and streets of bungalows. So this area is well known for being like a retirement area. You get a lot of people retire in this part of Lincolnshire. Now I was hoping I could find a way down onto the beach and just go and have a look at some of the sand dunes, maybe get a bit nearer the sea. How clear this path is. This is what the paths would normally be like around Skegness and Ingoldmells in the summer, but they tend to let them get a bit blocked up with sand in the winter. And in this area, these are about the only, all the sand dunes at Skegness seem to have disappeared. Used to be like this all over. I remember playing in between sand dunes when I was little. Yeah, the tide's way out now. Just have a wander through some of the sand dunes. The whole of this area became popularised as a tourist resort, the same as Ingoldmells, where Skegness and Ingoldmells have been highly developed. This area not so much. It's been gently round, just over in the far distance. You can see Fancy Island where we were walking earlier in my last video. It is hard work walking on sand. Some large, lovely beachfront houses you can see there. Lovely, beautiful, big properties. Now, the reason why I come here, I did do a walk a while ago, and I did the beach and part of the coastal path from a place called Six Marshes to the North Sea Observatory, which is that building you can see with the wave-shaped roof in front of us. But next to it is some old traditional beach huts. I thought it'd be nice to go and have a closer look at them. I've just noticed that one of the beach huts is open. They're all privately owned, the beach huts, so they can be owned by locals or by holiday makers. So I'm assuming the one that's open is owned by locals, seeing as there's no holiday makers around at the moment. It's gone very quiet now we've moved away from the water. So, as we're looking, these are all the beach huts. Some of them have been updated since the last time I was down here. And then people will just have kettles and chairs and deck chairs and things. It saves them having to bring them down to the beach if they have one of these. Now some areas of the UK have hundreds of them. Just up the coast at Sutton-on-Sea, I believe there's loads. But they can cost a fortune. Many of them have been passed down from generation to generation rather than sold. But and as you can see, there is the North Sea Observatory. And I presume it is closed, same as everything else. So very pretty. So I'd like to thank you for walking with me. About 30 minutes in, so I'm going to call it here. And seeing as it's gone cloudy, I will start walking home, I think, and think of somewhere else to go and record very soon. So please stay safe. Look after yourselves. Please like, please subscribe. Please come back again. And if you've got any comments on this area, please let me know. So once again, take care. Bye.